Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, and today we are joined by the Rotary Club of Dubois County. On the couch, we've got Christian Bloome and Manda Combs here from the Rotary Club, so welcome.
Yes. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. We're happy to be here this morning.
Yeah, so it's been a pleasure, of course, to get to chat with you before the camera started rolling, but what are we here to talk about today?
So we're really here to share information about our upcoming Athena Awards Banquet. And now that won't be held until September, but of course we need nominations. So we're here to kind of reach out, talk with everyone today about how to nominate someone, what does that look like, who's a good nominee, and kind of gather the support from the community in that aspect.
Yeah, so I think some people think when there's bigger community awards like the Athena Award, that it's the inner group themselves giving the nominations or selecting the few, but you guys are specifically looking for community input, right?
Yes.
That's right. So you do not have to be a Rotarian to nominate someone. And so we're asking all folks to think about who is a woman in their circle that is worthy of a nomination. And really that looks like a woman that either works or lives in Dubois County, and they have had professional excellence. They've used creativity, initiative in their profession, have served their community, and most importantly, really helped mentor other women in their careers or in their community. And that's really what makes a good nominee.
Yeah, and Athena is actually an international women's award, and so the Rotary Club of Dubois County just happens to be the host of it. So that's why the nominee doesn't have to be a Rotarian, the nominator doesn't have to be a Rotarian. We just happen to host it locally.
Yeah, that's good to know. Again, I don't know much about the history of the Athena Award. All I know is that it's a display at the Dubois County Museum, and there's a bunch of wonderful women that I kind of recognize up on there on the walls getting recognition. So what do we need to know about like submitting people or just the general process of what you guys are kind of looking for when you make those decisions and for the nominees?
Yeah, and so really a nominee can come from all different industries, you know, and avenues of service, whether it's business. We've had teachers, healthcare, are all great ladies and different ways that they serve the community, serve their profession. And we really are looking for folks, like I said, to think about your inner circle and nominate, because there are ladies that are out there. The hardest part sometimes is for them to say, yes, let's nominate me. So we really want ladies, if someone approaches you about being nominated, to say yes to that nomination, because we do believe it's so important for young women to see the display at the museum, for instance, and see the different stories and the different walks of life. And so every story is different.
Yeah.
And that's a great point about, asking the people that we want to nominate, asking them to participate. So that's a little different from some awards that are given out. If you're thinking about nominating someone, we want you to talk to the person you want to nominate and tell them up front. We don't want it to be a surprise.
Yes.
We want the application packet to be complete. And so if you have an idea of somebody you want to nominate, the first thing would be to reach out to them and say, hey, I really admire you. I admire what you've done. Will you let me do this? Nominate you. And then hopefully after that initial,
I don't know.
Right.
Yes.
Then you can, we provide a application packet that has a series of questions, just a few questions that can guide the nominator in what to ask the nominee and to fill it out. It's a pretty simple process, all available on our website. At DuboisCountyRotary.com.
Okay, yeah. So it's, again, I think stressing that this nomination process, this award process is a lot more different than typical awards. Yeah. It's not going to be a surprise. It's more working with the nominees on getting that recognition. Again, hopefully with community outreach, you will get a lot of different candidates that have a lot of great attributes to be able to recognize. And again, just it's different in the sense that it's, I think, more self-aware. Definitely with the Rotary Club, not necessarily like being a host to it versus having it be a Rotary award is something interesting too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely much larger than Rotary, you know, and our local club level. The nice thing too is there will probably be a handful of finalists for this, and so that evening at the banquet in September, you know, we're able to really recognize all of them, and then we name a finalist, but it's not necessarily focused on a finalist or a winner, or you know, we really don't use that term. You know, it's really about recognizing all of their stories, and yes, someone receives that award, and then as you said, then they're honored and leave a legacy at the museum for other folks down the road to really realize all the women leaders that we have. I think we've recognized over 44.
Wow.
In 10, this will be our 11th year. So it's been a really great event, and we're so happy to host it.
Yeah, and that'd be a great way for somebody to find some inspiration on who to nominate, is go to the museum.
Yes.
Not only is it an amazing museum, but there's a pretty cool Athena display within the museum. So visit those and see who those past recipients are and find some inspiration there.
Yeah, it's more about the celebration of local women versus you know, competing and all of those stigmatized things.
Absolutely. Yes, that's exactly right.
So when is the deadline for submitting? What's like the final pieces of the puzzle that we need to make sure in order to successfully submit a woman?
So June 7th, the application is up and available on our website now and on our social media. If you go to our Facebook page, they can download the PDF and submit that. Once you complete it, email it back to us. We just need all of those packets back by June the 7th.
And I think sometimes June 7th seems like a long way away.
Yeah.
It really isn't. And so that's why we're here to really push that word out, to have folks start thinking about who to nominate and start that process, because we want to make sure it's put together well. It really gives all aspects of the nominee. And so there is only 3 questions, as Christian said, but sometimes that takes time and really to interview your nominee and really kind of gather information from all over.
And it can be collaborative. You can get a group of people together to complete the nomination. You know, it might be a colleague at your workplace, and so you might get a few of your other colleagues together to put the packet together.
So it's a lot more inviting, and it's not just for one person, it's not just for a group, it's again being able to think of the bigger picture and recognize someone in your community, your close-knit community, I mean everyday stuff versus whatever else, and being able to recognize them in a unique way.
That's right.
So I know that the award banquet's a little bit of ways away, but is the award banquet going to be open for everyone? Is it just... What can we expect from that? Just a little bit. I know it's, again, out in the wings, but...
Yeah, we feel like we're doing a really good job after 11 years of trying to gather our sponsors. You know, we do community outreach, we send letters to businesses, and we're fortunate in our community, too, that we have a lot of support. And so, of course, this is a fundraiser for our club. But, we sell kind of sponsorships, I guess, and, that comes with tables, advertising, that sort of thing. And we've had some sponsors be with us, for many of the years that we've done this. And so really by having the sponsorships, the dollars go back to the community, that everything we raise goes back to our community. And so, we're really fortunate to have.
We've actually had 5 platinum sponsors that are already committed.
Oh, fantastic.
German American Bank, Kimball International, Denton's Bingham, Greenbaum, Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center, and Old National Bank.
That's fantastic to hear. Again, I know that it seems like it's a junior type event, but you guys have been holding it for 10 years now, and it is established in the community. And again, just bringing that recognition, whether in the corporate landscape or bringing it in community landscape, is super important for any type of event like this.
Yeah. And so we're always, open for sponsorships. And as you asked, there's individual tickets once we get there. If if you have a friend or a coworker and you would like to attend, sure, you can purchase an individual ticket, or if the company and they have so many seats at a table and things like that. So totally open for sponsorships at this point, of course. And then as we get closer, individual tickets get purchased as well.
And that sponsorship packet is also available on our website today.
Yes.
So if you're thinking, gosh, I'd love my organization to be a part of it, there's still several levels to participate in and partner with us to put on this important award.
That's fantastic. I was just thinking, of course, if people wanted updates on that or whenever tickets are available, again, it's the website and Facebook. That's again, social media and on the online. You can Google something really quick and then it pops up. So it'll be available eventually. You just have to keep up with the Dubois County Rotary Club.
Yes, and we will. We will be definitely sending that out on our social media channels, advertising, of course, on air, all of that.
Yes.
So, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Another thing that I'd add about the sponsorships that I think is unique to this award compared to some other awards is that we take a portion of the proceeds and it goes to what we call a charity of choice. And so the recipient of the award each year designates those dollars to a charity that has had an impact on their lives, and then they want to give back in their name. So
that's fantastic.
I think that's
It's a way for the ladies, too, to kind of give back to groups that they're a part of.
Yes.
Yeah. That is very unique. Again, just a tremendous event. And again, if people haven't heard, I hope people have heard of the event by now, but if they haven't heard of the event or heard of the nominations or what the Rotary Club does, I mean, again, it's to give back to the community in one way or the other, financially or however else.
Yeah.
But I'd love to hear more about the Rotary Club of Dubois County now that we're kind of to that subject.
Yeah.
So we are a service club. We're part of an international Rotary International. But as a service club, we have about 34, 35-ish members, and we're always looking for new members. So if you know anyone, send them our way. But a lot of what we do is serve, whether help financially. We have a grant making process that's kind of underway right now that I'll let Christian kind of talk about. But it's a way for us to take our passion of service work and work together as a group, as a whole. Of course, we can do more with more people, and more resources, and that is really what we're about. We hold our meetings every Thursday over lunch hour, but we also have social events that we get together, we gather, we have friendships and fellowship, and so that's a lot of fun too.
Yeah. It's, a service club is all about, we each have our individual networks, right? Our spheres of influence. And it's about pulling all of those networks together to really have a large impact on our community. And so we would love to connect with you or anyone out in the community that is passionate about service. We would invite them to join us in these efforts. I'm particularly passionate about our community grants project, as Manda mentioned. So a lot of our fundraising that we do throughout the year is for local community grants. And so we want to support what are those gaps with our local nonprofits that they need to get over the finish line? What are those new projects they're trying to launch? And it gives them an opportunity. We give that out each year. Last year we gave out almost $10,000.
Wow.
We'll give out about the same this year, and we're going through that process now. We'll probably make an announcement in early summer who will receive those.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's definitely, again, it's the behind the scenes work of a community that you don't see, but it's the backbone of what gets done, what gets presented in Dubois County, and that's very, very important. Even if we don't get you in here as often to, celebrate the achievements, that's part of it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, what does a Rotarian need to look like for you guys in order to join? Is there like a strong commitment? Do you have fees? What's kind of like the sign up sheet look like?
Yeah, you can really make Rotary just as much in your life that you want, and really. It's changed over time, and just like our name changed to Rotary Club of Dubois County because our network and our membership is all from the full county. So we have folks that work and live in Jasper. We have some that maybe not live in Jasper, they live in Huntingburg, but travel to Jasper for work. So really, yes, there's dues. I think it's $100, I think every 6 months. And so, but what's really kind of cool, we do the service activities, but we also have speakers that come in and tell us about maybe the nonprofit or maybe what they do in their profession that we don't get to hear from all the time, and because it's from someone else's network. And so it's a way to really make new friends, learn about the what's happening in the community. But really someone that's really passionate about service, I think.
And also there's opportunity for the members to share about their organizations too. So there is network. There's a piece of it that's networking and connecting supporting each other's organizations and keeping everyone informed of projects that are happening in the community and resources that are available.
Yeah, we recently hosted the Rotary Club for one of the lunches out, and luckily everyone had a great time. They got to learn about the stations here, and we have Kenny Speed, our sales executive, as a member. So it definitely is like one of those organizations where you feel like you know somebody in there, but as you kind of explained, there's always room to grow, always room for more people
Everyone's
to
welcome.
connect.
Yes.
Everyone's welcome.
No age, as myself, no age minimum, nothing.
No, not at all. We really have a diverse group,
We do.
women, men, ages, and career-wise.
Yes.
And so it's really kind of a neat, and just like we, came to the station, I mean, folks haven't been here before.
Yeah.
And so they're able to kind of take that, learn from it, and just have more experiences.
And it makes us stronger as a club. There's strength and diversity in those different opinions and ideas, and it really drives us.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it. I've had so many different Rotarians in the past few weeks. I mean, we've got a different one on the couch
We have
today.
an application for you.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe I didn't bring my pen. Wink, wink. But it's again just having the diversity is super important.
Yes.
And as I was saying before, you guys are obviously dedicated to what you do and serving the community because you're here to talk about the Rotary Club, and it's very important. And you hold that pride with you.
For sure.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Is there anything else we need to talk about with the Athena Awards or the Rotary Club that you guys want people in the world to know before we wrap up here?
I think just really think about who you can nominate. Again, I mean, that's the most important thing right now is really gathering that. And without those, we don't have a banquet. So it's important. We want to be able to tell those stories.
Yeah, and reach out. If you're unsure, like, is this someone that I should nominate? Or how do I do it? Reach out to us, send us a message on Facebook, or shoot us an email from our website. We're happy to discuss. We've been a part of submitting nominations in the past, and so we can help walk alongside anyone that's thinking about it.
Very exciting to hear. And just for the people at home, you guys have your Facebook page, the Rotary Club of Dubois County, and the website. Which would you say that one more time for us?
DuboisCountyRotary.com.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
See, I knew you'd remember it because I definitely would have spaced. But yes, again, there's just to express that there's so many resources. You guys are very, very kind and very willing to talk to people, and knowing that people aren't alone if they want to learn more.
Yes.
It can be scary to initiate that first step, but again, that if you're looking for something more, the Rotary Club of Dubois County has plenty of give to everyone.
That's right.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you so much for sitting down with us today. It's been a pleasure. And of course, this is Manda Combs and Christian Bloome from the Rotary Club of Dubois County. We will always have you back whenever you guys are ready to chat some more. Thank you. And you've been watching 18 WJTS in.form. We're local people watching local people.